legislature passing congressional maps earlier this year that would enable Republicans to pick up 5 additional House seats. Here in New York City, Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani is running against former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and Republican Curtis Sliwa to succeed outgoing Mayor Eric Adams. President Trump last night threw his support behind Cuomo and threatened to restrict federal funds for New York City if Mamdani wins. This is Zohran Mamdani's response.
It is a threat. It is not the law. And too often we treat everything that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth as if it is already legal just by virtue of who is saying it. And it is time to finally stand up to the bullies that make these threats, not to become the bullies ourselves.
The world's richest person, billionaire Elon Musk, is also urging New Yorkers to vote for Cuomo, writing on X, quote, "Bear in mind that a vote for Curtis is really a vote for Mum Dummy or whatever his name is," Musk tweeted, intentionally misspelling and mocking Mamdani's name. After headlines, we'll have more on what's at stake this election day with John Nichols, executive editor of The Nation. The U.S. federal government shutdown has entered its 35th day, tying the record with the longest shutdown in history, with no end in sight. It comes as the Trump administration agreed to comply with a court order to partially fund food benefits to 42 million people. The Department of Agriculture announced it'll tap into a contingency fund to provide only half of the benefits under SNAP. That's the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. Democratic Congressmember Rashida Tlaib said, quote, "It shouldn't take a court order to get the president to stop starving families and release the funds," she said. On Monday, Republican Senator John Barrasso blocked a Democratic bill demanding full funding for SNAP benefits. About 1 in 8 U.S. residents get an average of $187 a month in food benefits from the government. This is Jessica Alicea, SNAP recipient in Virginia.
I know what it's like to give my kids food and not eat for the night. I know what it's like to make sure that at the end of the day, my kids have all that they need while I go without.
In labor news, several major U.S. companies have announced layoffs affecting tens of thousands of workers. Amazon said it'll eliminate about 14,000 corporate jobs, with Reuters reporting that number could more than double as artificial intelligence tools increasingly replace white-collar workers. Meanwhile, Target announced plans to cut 1,800 corporate jobs. General Motors said it's cutting over 3,300 electric vehicle jobs, and Paramount began laying off 2,000 workers following the media conglomerate's merger with Skydance. Meanwhile, shipping giant UPS said it's eliminated some 48,000 jobs this year. Last week, the Federal Reserve lowered interest rates for the second consecutive meeting as Fed Chair Jerome Powell warned of a weakening labor market. The Fed's decision came in the absence of key data on inflation and employment due to the government shutdown. The 10 richest Americans have seen their wealth collectively grow by $700 billion since President Trump's return to office. That's according to a report by Oxfam America, which details that this year the share of total U.S. assets held by the richest 0.1% of Americans reached its highest level on record at 12.6%. Abby Maxman, president and CEO of Oxfam America, said, quote, "Now the Trump administration and Republicans in Congress risk turbocharging that inequality as they wage a relentless attack on working people and bargain with livelihoods during the government shutdown," unquote. Yes. Former Vice President Dick Cheney has died at the age of 84. Beginning in 1978, Cheney served 6 terms as Wyoming's lone U.S. Congress member, where he voted against a resolution calling for the release of Nelson Mandela in South Africa and against a holiday for Martin Luther King Jr. He left Congress in 1989 to serve as Defense Secretary under President George H.W. Bush, overseeing the first Gulf War.
Did y'all hear that? He was one of the Republicans that was totally against the Martin Luther King holiday. Did you hear that? Because when the Democrats introduced the Martin Luther King holiday, not one Republican voted with it. Not one. Yeah. because they knew who Martin Luther King was. And they knew that the Democrats was using Martin Luther King to attract the black voters. And that right there, my friend, is one of the main reasons why I don't support the Democratic Party. Okay, how y'all doing tonight? Push the like button. Don't support me if you don't like me. Okay, I understand. If you're not a Republican, you're not gonna like me anyway. 'Cause I'm a black Republican. Somebody said, what are you doing, Snag? I am doing what a lot of people wish they can do. I am minding my own business and leaving other folks the hell alone. I was gonna go buy me some bell peppers and onions and dice them up myself. But when I grabbed bell peppers and onions, I was gonna spend more than $3. I grabbed 2 bell peppers, 1 onion, a red and a green bell pepper, and that was gonna be like $3. And I still had to come home and cut it up myself. Then I found this bag right here with red and green peppers and onions already chopped up for $3. I was like, you know what? And they already frozen. This is exactly what I was gonna do if I was gonna come home and cut them up myself and then put them in the freezer. So, got me some bell peppers and onions. Okay. Because I'm a grown man and I know I ain't gonna eat this whole pound of meat by myself. I ain't gonna be gluttful. I think that's a good split. You hear it sizzling? That means the food is cooking. You can be selective. You can grab the onions, how many onions you want to put in here, how many bell peppers. You can be selective. Okay? I think that's enough right there. Push that like button. You don't know what I'm doing? I'm cooking me some ground beef with some onions and bell peppers. Got me some onions and bell peppers. What I'm doing right here. smell them onions already. I'm so hungry. This is what I had. This is the desires that I wanted. And I couldn't order this online. I couldn't get what I wanted online. I had to go cook it myself. I had 20 minutes to get to Wally World. I made it to Wally World, ran through that motherfucker like I was doing, like I was on a shopping game show, and started grabbing shit. And came out, got me some ground beef, some bell peppers and onions. I got me some pie for dessert and 2 baked potatoes. So did. I'm gonna eat exactly what I spoke into existence. I was thinking about it before I did it. I said, you know what, Lord? I want me some baked potatoes with some ground beef, some bell peppers and onions. Oh my God, this right here gonna be so delicious. See how the Lord answer prayers? You gotta put a little work. You gotta put a little effort in behind it. But the Lord answer prayers. Let's spice that up. Put this McCormick taco seasoning on it. I want that taco seasoning blend. It's all the seasoning I'm putting on. Got some more right here. Ooh, I smell that seasoning already. I can smell it. Smearinating. I smell it. I smell it. Look how the Lord works. Push that like button. Come on in. Show me some love. Be my friend. This right here is gonna be the unbelievable right here. Oh my God, I can smell those bell peppers, those onions. Oh my God, that taco seasoning just coming through the meat, just coming through the aroma of the earth. I can smell it. Oh my God, I can smell it. Oh, make you want to inhale it. Oh my God. Oh yes, the Jesus of rock. Amen. Lord Heavenly Father, come down from the heavens and put your hand in this meat right here, Lord. I want you to touch every ingredient all the way down to the seasoning of the pan, Lord. Amen. Bless this meal. See, and that's wrong with a lot of people. A lot of people don't pray over their food when they be cooking it. That's why their food don't come out tasting good. Well, but my food come out so delicious. People be biting their damn tongue and shit. What the hell? This tastes delicious. Yeah, because I really cook my food. Like, I make sure I stir the season all the way in it directly. Oh, listen, look at that. 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 Push that like button. Don't nobody like you, Snag. Okay. Now what you want to do, you want some bell peppers and onions to be cooked to smearination. I'm going to let this simmer for like 1 minute, 2 minutes. We're going to let it simmer. You see how the steam just submerged inside of the pan? Now the meat is fully, this is finna fully like, oh my God. Pay attention, y'all. Please pay attention because the Lord told me. Oh my God. Y'all ready? It should be ready now. Y'all ready? Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Push that like button. Come on in. Push that like button. This is too good to be true. For all the people that support me, I ask that y'all support me so I can support you. Show me some love, and I'm going to show y'all some. Now, we're going to get to the nitty-gritty, to the best part of making the meal. Now, this is my dessert. If you a child of God, you're supposed to eat this. You're supposed to get dinner with dessert, too. Tonight, we eating cream pie. So, okay. Got me some white folk only pie. And I'm finna make, this is the commercial white folk only pie. I'm gonna make another white folk only pie, but right now, I'm gonna eat the commercial because I'm hungry and I wanted some fast, quick, and a hurry. And the only way I could have got some was to get the commercial. I'm gonna eat one of these right here. Somebody said, what you do for that? I cheated. I cheated on this meal. I said I wanted baked potatoes, and I got them. But I cheated. I had to cheat to get it. So when I got it, this is the way it was. So look at that. Got 2 baked potatoes already ready. Yeah. These white folk baked potatoes right here. This is the way white folk eat them. Now, this ain't the way black folk. This ain't the way black folk eat baked potatoes. Now, but thank y'all for helping me get it going. Because for the most part, it's going to be good. I'm going to show y'all something. We're going to transfer these potatoes, these baked potatoes. Okay, over here, just like that. Got 2 baked potatoes, right? Now, this is the way black folk do they baked potatoes. Now, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but this way, white folk eat they dry ass baked potatoes. Now, that's dry and nasty. Now, watch this. Now, black people, we do ours a little different. We like country crock. We're going to put country crock as butter. But I ain't got to do that because I got butter spread right here. Got some butter spread from Wendy's. We're gonna put this. I know this butter spread ain't like, this ain't real butter. It's butter spread. But you can spread it like butter. So we're gonna put this on there. So we won't have to use that much of our own butter. It's all gonna taste the same. Butter spread, butter head, it's all the same. Now, if I wanted to wait an extra 45 minutes and cook my own baked potatoes, I could have. But I ain't want to wait no 45 minutes to cook my own baked potatoes. I said I was gonna just go on and just do my thing. I ain't even enough butter. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Okay. That ain't enough butter for me. Let's parquet in here. Once you got them baked potatoes in there like that, you know, gotta get that Lowry seasoning salt. I'm gonna spice mine up with a little Mrs. Dash onions and herb first. Put that little onions and herb on top of that butter. Put that Lowry seasoning salt on top of it. You want to put a nice little chunk of that Lowry seasoning salt. You want that seasoning salt to marinate throughout the potato. White folks don't use salt. That's what they be problem with. The way food don't taste good. Okay. Once you do it like that, then you're going to place this. You're going to place this in the air fryer for like 3 minutes. That's all it takes. They already cooked. So you just need enough to warm it up and melt the butter. And bring it back to life. And that air fryer is going to bring it all the way back to life. If you got an air fryer, if you don't have an air fryer, I highly recommend that you invest into one. I got one because I realized how healthy the food come out when you got an air fryer. The food come out a lot healthier, and you can cook healthier foods with an air fryer. A lot of people don't know the difference. That's why they ain't eating nothing healthy in their life, and they get mad at people like me that be telling them, man, you need to eat better. If you eat better, bro, you'll live a longer life. You know what I mean? So, you got some sour cream. I'm gonna put this food up right here. I ain't gonna be having this out. That's a whole nother meal by itself. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother meal by itself. Gonna take like that. Throw the trash away. Throw the trash away. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Show me some love. Be my friend. Can y'all be my friend? Okay, look at here. Look at here. Oh my God. This right here. It's marinated all the way through. Look at that. Them bell peppers, them onions. There's something about Lowry seasoning salt. If it ain't got Lowry seasoning salt, it ain't soul food. Well, who taught you niggas how to cook? All right. Y'all ready? And if I only transfer this food to this plate right here, y'all gonna love this right here. I'm just so hungry. Ooh, look at here. We're gonna go on and get the dessert ready. Go on and get the dessert ready now, cause you ain't never had no white folk only pies. But it was they sell the whole pie for like $6. $7 at the grocery store. It's commercial version. It ain't as sweet as mine. And mine be fresh. But they got a commercial version of white folk only pies. Look at here. Oh my God. I just don't understand how they do it like this. You gotta go. You need soul search to get this pie out without fucking it up. There you go. There you go. You got a soul search. They be little bitty ass pieces of pie. Look at that. Give me a little bitty ass piece of white folk only pie. Two pieces of white folk only pie. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Y'all see the white folk only pie? You a child of God. You eat dinner. You're supposed to be able to eat dessert. I'm gonna show y'all something. While y'all sitting here talking. Now look at here. Look at that. That taste came back so good. Y'all don't understand what just happened right here. Y'all ready? Push that like button. Show me some love. Don't nobody love you, Snag. Don't nobody like you, Snag. I don't know why y'all don't like me when I'm one of the most famous comedians on the face of this earth. That just ain't working right now. I just ain't working right now. They ain't nobody booking me on those shows and shit. I'm just not working right now. But I'm a comedian. I keep telling people that. They don't believe me. They be like, man, you ain't no... Man, I'm a real stand-up comedian. Nigga, fuck wrong with you? You think I got all this and I'm not a special person? I'm a special person. Yeah, how y'all doing? Push that like button. Damn, I had 8 people. I got to talk like comedian shit. 4 of them left. How you doing? Okay. I ain't no comedian. I'm just a black man. A BMW. A black man working every day. Devoting my soul and life and dedication to trying to make other people feel better. Bitch, got your bitch ass. Got you. I can't stand niggas and flies. I can't stand niggas and flies. I don't know about the rest of y'all. How y'all doing? Push that like button. There is a real war against black people and niggas. And I used to think that black man I used to hate that damn movie just because of that scene. But then as I got older and I realized that it is a real war against black people versus niggas. You got black people that's trying to live and you got niggas that don't want to live, just trying to take shit. And that shit right there ain't cool. Push that like button. Don't nobody like this thing. Oh, I got to talking that nigga shit and lost half of my audience. Let me change my subject. That's okay. I be trying to show people love and be trying to show people that I'm all about love. But I talk about stuff that a lot of people probably don't want to talk about. I understand why they don't want to talk about it, you know. Look at it. Now I'm starting to see how this is gonna turn out, and I don't think I should have put this white folk over the pie on here first, or maybe I should have, and just I need to lift it up off the edge of the plate, cause this gonna get messy. Yeah, I need to bring this off the edge of the plate like that. Please don't kill me. See that fitting now, bam. See, you gotta understand how to do math. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know how to do math. Try this like this. This one right here, like that. This one. Are y'all with me on this? I want y'all to follow this meal right here. Please stay with me. Stay with me right now, because this shit finna get real interesting. Watch this. Bam. Look at that. Some bell peppers and onions. Oh my God. Ooh, I calculated that to the precise. Somebody said, Snag, you ought to put more cheese on top of it. You ought to put some more cheese on top of it. All right, I'm gonna put some more cheese on top of it. Put some more cheese on top of it. You seen the cheese inside the potato, right? Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. You know what this is? This is sour cream. Oh man, just gonna set these damn potatoes off right here. Oh, oh yeah, good Lord, this is gonna be. Oh Lord. If you don't eat sour cream, then that's you. But on certain foods, sour cream is delicious. And you just gotta know how to, put your flavors together. Mix your flavors, mix your seasonings, mix your shit together. Bam. Lucky I ain't got no guacamole. My guacamole frozen. And I had to throw it away, but I'm gonna buy me some more tomorrow. Now look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Thank y'all for pushing that like button. I'm just a survivor. I'm just trying to show y'all how to survive when you ain't got no more EBT and shit get hard. You're gonna learn how to survive. Now, I could have had, this would have been a, I'm so sexy. You already know. Push that like button. I'm so sexy. You already know I'm so sexy. You love me for sure. How y'all doing, man? Y'all doing good tonight? All right. This is what I'm eating for dinner. That is baked potatoes with ground beef, bell peppers and onions, cheese, sour cream. That's 2 baked potatoes. I had to go get 2. I don't know about the rest of y'all. 1 for a grown ass man ain't enough. It ain't enough. It ain't enough. It ain't enough. A spell of douche, tell me. A spell of douches. Okay, I'm gonna teach y'all something. I bet you somebody in the world. Oh, fucking bitch, did I get you? Don't think I got you. It's another fly in this motherfucker. All right, somebody in the world gonna learn something new today. Did you know on a can of soda, this little thing at the top that pops it open? This isn't a can opener. This is actually a straw holder. Just like that. It places the straw in it. Haven't you ever noticed if you put a straw inside of a can, that the acid inside the soda will push the straw out? But if you put the straw inside the straw holder, it won't slide. It'll stay in place. Okay, it's time to eat. Lord, come on down from the heaven. Put your hands on this meal right here. If there's anything inside of this meal that's impure, take the impurities out and make it wholesome for my body, Lord. Lord, I want you to bless all my people that love me with a meal just like this one day. White folk only pie with baked potatoes loaded, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for coming down from the heavens and putting this food on my plate. And I want you to bless my enemies too. Not tonight, Lord. Don't let their ass eat nothing like this tonight, Lord. Let them eat it tomorrow. And don't let them eat it all together. Let them eat like a potato and then let them taste some white folk only pie on the side somewhere. Amen. Amen. Let's eat. You got to pray for your haters. Damn it, boy. How y'all doing? You don't pray for your haters? I pray for my haters to eat just like me. Not tonight, Lord, but tomorrow. But let them eat. You don't want it. You don't want your haters to starve, but that'll make them hate you even more. Man, I can't wait till I get my restaurant. I'm gonna sell this potato right here. Yeah, I can sell this whole potato for like $25.99. One day, I'm gonna open up a luxury restaurant. All my food gonna be cooked from scratch. It's gonna be a special menu. You ain't gonna see none of the items in my restaurant that you'll see in any other restaurant. I guarantee you that. Oh my God. If I had some guacamole on top of this, I can say this for $35.99. Now, I got recipes. You know, my heart desire never leaves me wrong. My heart wanted this. I just started craving for the bell peppers and onions and ground beef on top of a baked potato. Mm. I knew I couldn't get this nowhere else but at home. I had to make this at home if I wanted. Ain't a restaurant in the world sell this. Man. It's like one of them old Carl Jr.'s commercials. They used to have a burger called the sloppy burger. If it don't make a mess, it shouldn't be in your face. Man. I just realized I ain't need but one potato. I don't know why. In my mind, I thought I could eat two. But in reality, boy, I got halfway done with one and started to get full. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm a grown ass man. I was hungry as hell. I know I'm gonna eat both of these potatoes before I even think about it. Skin and all. I was taught that it's good luck to eat a whole potato. They're good. This is good. This is delicious. I don't know how. I'm gonna tell you how good it is. I'm eating with a fork, but some kind of way I keep licking my fingers. That's how good it is. If you understand what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Man, that's delicious. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna eat a piece of the white folk only pie. Mm-hmm. They white folk only pie don't taste like my white folk only pie. Got your bitch ass. Mm-hmm. There's something about that white folk only pie. It be light. It's like they put something in their filling to make it lighter. My filling be more richer. So I know they can't use They got to be using a cheaper cream cheese. Because if you use the Philadelphia cream cheese, it's thicker. And you get a thicker base with your white folk on the base. But it's still good. It don't taste as good as mine. But when you craving for some white folk only pie and you don't feel like making one, and the funny shit is, I got the ingredients to make one. But I just didn't want a whole one. I just wanted a piece. Man, I don't know why I started eating on that white folk only pie. I still got a whole potato right here. We're gonna get back to the business. Second round, round 2. Kill this one off. Man, there is a fly that keeps showing me that I ain't shit. How y'all doing? Push that like button. I can't stand niggas and flies. Just can't stand it. Damn, every time I start eating, motherfucking flies start flying in my ear, man. Start distracting me. You got a whole room to fly in, but you want to come and fly around me. Do anybody know what I'm talking about? It's one fly that's just irritating the shit out of me right now. And I ain't trying to move away from my plate, because that's what they do. They try to get you to stand up and turn around, then they turn around and land on your plate. Motherfucker slick, trying to eat your food up. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Push that like button. My God, this is delicious. Hey, what's up, babe? How you doing? I got some white folk on pie and a loaded, super loaded taco baked potato. Oh my God. I just realized potatoes get stuck like bread do. And that shit hurt. This white folk only pie tastes so delicious. I can't can't help myself. Somebody said, Snag, you ain't shit. You was on live earlier and you got off talking about you finna go get a baked potato and some ground beef and shit. And when you came back live, that's exactly what you had did. I ain't never met a nigga so real like you. I cooked it. I made it. I did this shit myself. Don't nobody like me yet. Not yet. But when the world started to like me, for all the people that already like me, they gonna be like, you know what, Snap? And that, it's cool. Cause it's people that been following me for a long time. And I love to see their names that come across the screen because they support me. I mean, they come in a lot. They engage with me. And I know them. And I'm going to send them free tickets. I might be way in the Madison Square Garden somewhere doing comedy. I'm going to send them a free ticket. I'm starting to worry about Miss D-Lo. I ain't seen or heard Miss D-Lo in a while. I think she locked up. Her and her husband be playing them sex games and shit. I thought I was going to eat both of those pieces of pie. I thought I was going to be able to eat both of those potatoes. My mind said one thing, but my stomach said something different. I just like, my mind tell me if I continue to eat this, I'm being gluttful. And gluttfulness make people become fat. And I ain't trying to wake up in the morning with 20 extra pounds that I can't get rid of. But Lord knows, food is too hard to come by in America now. So whatever kind of food you can get your hands on, you better eat it. And you better eat every bit that you can get your stomach in. Like, you don't know. This shit getting real. I just paid $10 for a 1 pound of ground beef, $10. Oh, dang, this at Walmart. Ain't this supposed to be the cheapest place you can find some meat? It is. Ground beef went up. Damn. I never seen it where I would have thought that 1 pound of ground beef would be $10. When I seen 3 pounds for $27.99, $98, I was like, the hell? And that's a discount because you buy 3 pounds. Damn. You just do the math. If a pound is $10, a half a pound is $5. Just these potatoes alone, these 2 potatoes, that half a pound I just cooked, was $5 worth of meat out of pocket. Now for me, myself, I make more than $5 every day, so I can afford to spend $5 a day. So, but I know a lot of people that don't make $5 every day. They work and they gotta wait on their check every 2 weeks. That shit like this food like this, expensive food prices like this ain't gonna mean them no good. They gonna be hurting somewhere down the line in the middle of the month. At the end of the month, they gonna be hurting. It just ain't gonna add up right. I was supposed to buy me some eggs. I knew I forgot something. I was supposed to buy me some eggs. If I'd have bought some eggs, I wouldn't have had to go back to Walmart for 3-4 days. And now I know I gotta go back and like at least 2, because I only got enough for 2 more meals. When you gotta count your eggs by the meal, you know what I mean? When you be like, 3 eggs is 1 meal. And when you get under 6, when you get down about to 6, you gotta cut 3 to 2. 2 eggs to 1 meal. Oh my God. This white folk only pies ain't so good, I can't stop eating it. Push that like button. I think it was because I smoked before I went into the grocery store. It's the reason why I came out with all this shit. Do you smoke weed before you go into the grocery store? Please take my advice and don't. Because you never fail. You're going to grab some shit you wasn't planning on. Now you gotta be real disciplined with your shopping habits, especially buying food. The food costs too much to be wasted. I went there tonight. 2 things on mine. I just wanted some bell peppers and onions. Bell pepper, onions, and ground beef. That was 3 things. Damn onions, $1 something a pound. 1 onion was like £1.50 pounds. I'm like, man, you were gonna spend $1.50 for that 1 onion. Then for the bell peppers, they 89 cents a piece. After taxes, you paying 95 cents, 98 cents. No, that shit just. I am so weak right now. I'm full. I can't even put in the energy to push this I'm done. I tapped out. Can't do it no more. I want me some tacos with some Mexican cheese. That's what I'm gonna eat tomorrow. Carne asada tacos with Mexican cheese. Mexican cheese is Mexican cheese. You can't go around Mexican cheese. It's good old cheddar cheese right here. I'm full, man. I can't even do it no more. I want to so bad. I can't. Whew. That was that whoop of gas right there. Yeah, I can't. Bad as I want to. I can't. Now that was a good meal. And I got full. When you eat till you tell yourself you can't eat no more, that's getting full. That's really being gluttful. Shouldn't have ate that much. Should have stopped way a while ago. But I couldn't help myself. How you doing? I need to gain some weight. Look, every time I eat and get full, my stomach do this. Look. It's poking out. It's poking out. Look, it's just poking out. It poke out on the side. Every time I eat. I see it poking out. On both sides, like, I can see it. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my God, push that like button. This is how I know I'm full. I can't see my six-pack. My six-pack disappear, I'm full. My stomach. I usually don't eat like this. On my stomach, that's pressure. I can't even. There I go. I can flex my six-pack. That hurt. There you go. I got a six-pack. I tell you, I got a six-pack. Don't get it twisted. Whew. But that hurt. That's too much food in my stomach. I can't even stretch. Make my six-pack flex. Oh my God. Whew. Whatever you do in life, you always want to get to this point in life where you can eat and feel like your stomach about to explode. That's what it was. It's more than just one. It's three of them motherfuckers. Land, bitch. Land. I dare you. Land. Damn. I can't stand flies, man. And these flies, they advanced. Damn, they advanced. They a little bit faster than my motion. They playing dodge the goddamn fly swatter with my ass. I done damn near hurting my arm trying to get them. These motherfuckers advanced. They a little bit smarter than the rest of them. Look at it. Them motherfuckers is laying right on top of the fly swatter like, fuck you. Oh, this is an advanced species right here. Wait, land, bitch. Damn, that motherfucker fast. And they came out of nowhere when my nigga itis started kicking in and I ain't got a lot of strength to try to chase him. They just all in my face. I'm like, oh man, nigga itis done kicked in. I'm weak as hell. Look at it. There you go, right there. Look at it, right here. Got your bitch ass. Nah, that nigga got away. Damn, that nigga was fast. Need to keep flying around my plate. Even though I'm full, I still want it to come back and eat it later. I don't want you niggas to get it. Okay, land on my leg. I just gotta slow down for these niggas. If I slow down, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. They got me frustrated. I'm swinging too hard at their ass. This was a good meal. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it back to it, but I'm gonna try it later. Put this in the microwave. And I'm gonna save it for later, just in case I get up hungry. If I get up hungry, I need it. Oh, y'all disrespectful. Y'all just threw all in my ear. Like, fuck you, nigga. You couldn't kill us. All right, I got you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. I'm gonna get your ass. I'm gonna sit right here and get you. I'm gonna get your mama first. Oh, I almost had that bitch. There she go. Land, bitch. If you land, I'm gonna get you. One of y'all finna die slowly. And then I'm gonna make an example out the rest of it. I gotta show one. And it's a big one, too. That big ass horsefly. Push that like button. Damn, that bitch almost landed right there out. Never fail. Every time I sit the fly swatter down, they come all in my face and shit. Damn, niggas ain't shit. Show me some love. I need some love right now. If you show me some, I'll give you some. Play the song from Squad Games. Squid Game. What is that? What the fuck is a Squid Game? You need some epic music or fly murdering. I like that. Y'all don't worry about it. I'm gonna catch that nigga. It's a big ass horsefly. I can't stand these motherfuckers. And that's a big one. If I get the big one, the kids know they ass in trouble. They gonna be like, Mama! Mama, Dad! If I slow down, I get him. A 40-second, 49-second short has been uploaded. They be making uploads to your shit, out of your shit, without your permission. And that shit still don't be getting no views. Oh, man. What is my kid? I had these Oreos in my pocket, confusing the shit out of me. What I do with my key? Push that like button. Show me some love. Let me show y'all something. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. How did I leave y'all? I left y'all outside. Dum, 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 dum. Every day, every night. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, I love you. Dum, 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 dum. How y'all doing? You need some epic music for your primary. Yeah. I'm inside my comedy club right now. Still trying to figure out how I'm gonna make it pop. As you can see, ain't nothing inside of it. No chairs, no nothing. I need a sound system, I need chairs, I need a stage, I gotta build a bar. It's my comedy club. Y'all wanna come to my comedy club? Gonna speak something else into existence. I lost my whole audience. I brought them into my comedy club and they got distorted. I think everybody should have a room they should be able to go into and be able to fade into the dark. You know what I mean? If you can fade into the dark, you can be a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? How you doing? Push that like button. You don't like being in the dark? You scared of the dark? I ask y'all that because, you know, sometimes people don't understand that dark space is creative space. You know how much I can create in this dark room? Man, push that like button. I ain't got but a few more minutes. This cigarette is about to go out. And my nigga-itis is kicking in because I just got through eating a wonderful meal. 2 baked potatoes, 2 pieces of white folk only pie. I get heaven right here on earth. I said I got heaven. I got heaven right here on earth. You know heaven is on earth. You don't have to experience heaven after you die. You don't have to question what heaven is about and wait until you die to figure it out. Like, if you're not living heaven on earth, then you're not living. I feel so sorry for the people that really ain't living. You know, I ain't living, but I'm trying to live. You know, I understand. I'm trying to live. It's hard to try to live, you know, but when you can live a little and you trying to live and you work hard enough to live a little, oh, it feels so good. But just wait till you can get to that point where you can really live. Like, I want to know what it really feels like to really live. You know what I mean? And if you ain't living, you ain't making no money, you ain't living. Am I the only one? I guess I'm the only person in the world that feel that way. Thank you for pushing that like button. Thank you. Sometimes, some people, that's all we got. The validation of the likes. We live for it. We live for the validation of likes. Thank y'all for coming in. As you can see, I got different scenes in my life. I can change a scene anytime I get ready. Oh man, this is beautiful. But you know what's even beautiful than that? I could do this. Be like, you know what? We're gonna go inside of here. I'm going to my other scene. I got another scene right here, right? I usually don't. Oh, wow. I missed a step. I didn't mean to, but I did. This is another space that start off dark. Let me get some light in here. How y'all doing? Push that like button. The luxuries of having luxuries, of being able to live. A lot of people be like, Snag, how do you do some of the shit that you do when you ain't got shit? Well, you know, sometimes that's the way the Lord works. The Lord works in your favor. Can I get an amen? Can I get a witness? Can I say, hey, what do we do? Oh my Yep. Your braids are poisoning you. This is a good one right here. Let's go. Synthetic secrets. This is something that a lot of black women don't even know.
It has got you shook, but you've been outside lately. So what has changed? Shea Moisture Curl Stretch. Of course it's got that right. Shea Moisture Curl Stretch Multitasking Volume Cream has these curls given day
Oh,
one.
she beautiful. Oh, girl, you beautiful.
Game day at our house.
Ooh, white girl, you beautiful.
Everybody eats. That just
Your dog is cute.
and look just like my favorite foods. So Oliver gets to
Oh,
choose
she
what's
cute.
mine.
And Oliver
And
is
the same
too.
thing for them,
Oh, she cute. How you doing? What's your like?
By the bundle. Is this human or is this synthetic?
No, this is synthetic.
Black people, we love our braids.
We're the one we have braids in 24/7. Wait and say about this blade, baby.
But it's the style that
Yeah.
we've all known to protect our hair, quietly putting us in danger.
2 times it's happened to me. Very nasty looking
Yep.
sores on the back of my neck.
Mega companies selling us synthetic hair you may find at the beauty supply.
All of them have some type of chemical at this point.
It has been tearing some of us up.
My scalp is pretty much burning.
So the shade room, we flew to New York. So we've been here for about 2 hours, pressing the companies that make our hair products, but don't look like us.
What are you guys working on specifically?
Those same companies at the center of a shocking consumer report that found chemicals, benzene, acetone, lead, in synthetic braiding hair. You got it. I was gutted. The dare to know what's in your hair. I'm Justin Carter, and this is the TSR Investigate Special Report. But before we get into it, roommates, make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find full and exclusive episodes of this show and more.
You know, I cannot just talk. I can't watch a man that talk like that. In this show and more. I can't. With a full blown beard, I cannot watch no shit of a man that talk like that. I just can't. I'm sorry. That's just too deep for my ears, my soul to watch. I can't watch that.
Welcome to TMZ Live. Gail King may be the latest victim of layoffs at CBS.
Uh-oh. Gail finna get it. It's fire her ass. She need it. She got R. Kelly locked up.
Yes, it is unclear, and it seems from what we got from her today that what's being said inside the building is different than what's being said outside. Very different. And you're about to hear, we got Gail as she was leaving the CBS studio this morning, and it's pretty clear she's ticked off about these reports that she is on the outs, because basically she's saying what they're saying to my face does not match the media. Here's what she had to say.
We're all wondering if you might be going in another direction. Do you have an answer as of yet? All I've been told by everybody in this building is that they want me here. They like the job I'm doing. I like the job I'm doing. I'll say this. I like the job and the people that I work with. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you about it. But what I'm hearing in the building is not what I'm reading in the press. And what I'm not going to do is negotiate in the media. Not doing that. All right. Do you have an idea like what things might look like in May if the show's going in another direction? I have no idea. All I know is I am here. I am here and glad to be here. Good job. Thank you, Michelle.
She used one word that makes me think. There's a word there. The word is negotiate. She said, contract is up in May. She said, I'm not going to negotiate in public. And it makes me think, exactly when she said that, I thought what she was actually saying is, maybe this is some ploy on their part to try and, that it is like them starting negotiations by
planting something out there.
Well, look,
Maybe she thinks, I don't know, but
you're right. There is a story out there that she's being taken off the morning show, but they're trying to find another place for her within CBS network, and that you could argue that the negotiation would be, does she continue doing that, at what rate, all of that. Yeah, but she seems to be saying that so far they haven't played their cards. And look, I've worked in enough newsrooms, and you have too, but
Gail is out.
I remember some TV newsrooms where what happens
If you look at Gail and see how old she done got, she's not TV. She's not picture TV. She's not TV acceptable no more. She's too old. And the makeup, we can fix you up as much as we want, but in reality, you're too old. And you're gonna have to find something else to transition into. Maybe your own show, the Gail King Live, where you can interview more black people and degrade them. But for the most part, CBS is gonna take you off the day show. They gonna get you out of there. You're out of there. You don't fit the picture. You don't fit in between the white people. You don't agree with Gaza. You don't agree with the Israel stuff. It's a lot of things that you don't agree with, and we got to get rid of you.
there are rumors that go around. Oftentimes the rumors are true, but the management won't talk about it until they actually pull the trigger. And it may be that that's going on now, because the stories that are out there, they're citing sources within the network. So it could be that those sources are saying, here's the handwriting that's on the wall, but they haven't announced that yet to the talent in the building.
Right? Yeah.
Which we don't know, or it's just not
But
true.
there's been a lot of
Speculation.
a lot of shakeups at CBS just after the merger.
Well,
that just
also,
went down,
they have a new president of news, Barry Weiss, and he is causing quite the stir within the building. A lot of her views don't necessarily align with the views of especially the old timers there. And there have been layoffs already at CBS.
And they're also the lowest rated morning show, CBS is.
Which is absolutely true.
But
which is, I'm sure, what, that's part of the marching orders that Barry Weiss has.
Gail got to go.
We can't be the lowest rated.
their PR team is denying this as well. They're
Have
saying,
they said flat out no?
they said that, I believe that they did say that, right? They said that this is not true.
They
The
said
PR
that-
team came out with a statement to Brendan
Yeah,
yesterday.
they came out with a statement that said, we are not, we have no plans, basically saying, we have no plans at this point to move on from Gail.
And
Well,
for
that's
them
it.
to,
Well, that's
for
it.
them
They
to
are.
speak, because if you're going to speak, you can't say it unless it's,
You know what,
That's
that's
the PR
actually,
team.
I didn't know that the PR team was that definitive.
Yeah.
That's actually really interesting, because I don't think they would say that and then a week later that it comes to pass.
or
Because
a month later.
Or a month later.
Or
because
even, yeah.
But
Remember, we're right now in October, almost November, and this is May we're talking about. There's
They're
a
saying
lot
there has
in-
been no discussion with Gail about her contract that runs through May 2026. So
listen to the way
Yeah.
There's been no discussion with her
Gail.
about her contract.
No,
No,
no discussion.
she's truly
with
valued part of
Gail.
CBS, and we look forward to
Yeah,
engaging
no,
with her about her
internally,
future.
That doesn't say the story's not true.
And that's what Gail is pointing to,
refuting it,
is
though.
that people are saying to me, everything's great, we love you, but she's been around, she knows the business, that there could be people talking at CBS about making a change, they just haven't brought it to her or her representative.
That's
And
really
that is
interesting.
a
'cause
PR statement dancing around. The
that is
direct.
a PR statement saying, yeah, Gail's right, we haven't talked to her yet. But that doesn't mean that the story's...
So and if you read it quickly, they are refuting it, but if you really look
They're
into
not
it,
really
they're not.
refuting it. They're not.
Hi, I'm T-Rex from Gulf Shores, Alabama, and I want to talk about Gail King. It is surprising to hear about the potential shakeups. Gail has been a constant delivering news and with heart and integrity. It's clear that CBS is in a period of transformation. Whatever happens, Gail's impact on morning news is undeniable, and I'm intrigued to see what she has coming up next.
Yeah, I gotta say, that statement from the PR department, at first when Casey said that, I thought, okay, well, they're gonna shoot it down. They did exactly the opposite as far as I'm concerned.
They don't think that's what they were doing. They think that they were
Clever?
coiling it, they were clever, but...
No. No. So, we just took a 5-minute break, and I made a phone call. I got some information.
Really?
I am told...
About Gail?
Yes.
Yes.
I am told this is about money. And
that's...
no, it's not about do we want her off the
Hold
show.
on a second. Money as in her salary or money in how what? She is making a lot of money, and CBS is hacking like crazy. And this is like a lot of people. And I am told this is about money right now, and they are negotiating, and this is more a money thing than anything else. It's not we want to get her off the morning show. Is that they don't want to pay the kind of money they're paying her. She makes a lot of money. And Gail, for her part, you know, Gail is a very social person. She's out all the time. This is a really tough schedule for her. Right. So she's balancing that, I'm told, in this negotiation against what they want to do, which is to cut salary. So they're negotiating. So that is why she used the N-word, negotiate. Yes. Yes. When we asked her what was going on. I got something else. Remember, that was not part of the report. It was about negotiation. That's right. She's used that word. And I am told that's what this is about, from somebody in the know. Right. I got something else. They're eyeing other people over at CBS right now. From Fox News Channel. That's very interesting. Thought you'd think that. Wow. They are eyeing people, I am told, and I'm told take this to the bank, at Fox News Channel, because Fox News Channel is the highest rated cable show by far, and I believe beats this. They are looking at people at Fox News Channel. Whether the people at Fox News Channel would go
be
over to
interested in
CBS,
going, because that's a
exactly
culture shift.
Well, not just a culture shift, but they're number one, and CBS is the opposite.
But you know how this works in media. Like you're going to appeal to someone's ego. I don't know who they're eyeing, and you go, look, you're number one. You can make us number one because you're the one who's made Fox number one.
Interesting, huh?
Very interesting.
Okay, we're going to move on to Diddy.
Yes, who has a new job. He is. We told you that yesterday he arrived at Fort Dix, the federal prison in New Jersey, where he's going to be serving out his sentence. And on day one, he got his,
hold on.
his job assignment.
Think of Don Henley.
Yes, a Don Henley reference. And you don't mean Eagles, you mean solo Don.
I mean
Henley,
solo Don.
as in dirty laundry, because Diddy's going to be doing a lot of it. We have this from a couple of sources in the know that his job assignment, and I don't know that this is going to be his 50-month job assignment, but right now he's doing the laundry. He's in the laundry room.
Yeah, starting the laundry room.
Fantastic. It's something he has not done in a good 35 years.
Well, I don't know that a lot of people in prison are.
Oh, no, lots of them in prison have done laundry in the past. Diddy, though.
There aren't a lot of. Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah. Multi-billionaires who have people doing their laundry for what? Honestly,
what job would they give him that he has experience in as an inmate in a prison?
Some sort of event planning.
Yeah. Planning. We want to put together next week's.
Right. No,
Right. But yeah, no, this because I actually made a point of that during the trial, right? His lawyers pointed out that he has people doing stuff for him all the time. He doesn't.
Naturally, he's earned it.
Yes,
you know,
there is no job that Diddy is skilled at behind bars.
Yeah, you have to think long and hard about what he'd be good at.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to wait. Do they have to? Does that mean he's got to fold people's laundry?
Oh yeah.
And for his fellow inmates,
For sure. Well, wait a minute.
they're going to get him and be like, hey man,
fold? That's actually an interesting question.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do they just say here, or do they,
No,
do they
you
just take
hand
out
it,
a
you
dryer?
hand it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Better to fold. You don't want to
It's gotta be
handle the
stacked.
dirty stuff.
I'm actually really serious. Do they go through the nicety of folding?
I think so. You think you just go grab it off
I
the
don't
beach?
know.
That's possible.
I don't know.
Hey, it's Elise from New York. So he went from designer closets to now folding people's dirty laundry. I guess Bad Boy for Life is out and Bad Boy Bonus is officially in. But hey, maybe Diddy's, this is his way of cleaning up his act, literally.
Well, or you could look at it this way: that
Cleaning up other people.
The other inmates are saying, "I have Sean John clothing now."
Cardi B and Offset have a weird way of moving on from each other. Offset dropped a new song. It's called No Sweat, and it is pretty clear that he is sweating Cardi's new relationship with Stephon Diggs.
Be right back.
Cardi B and Offset have a weird way of moving on from each other. They keep talking about each other. In particular, in their music,
And Offset dropped a new song. It's called No Sweat. And it is pretty clear that he is sweating Cardi's new relationship with Stephon Diggs, the New England Patriots wide receiver. So here are the I mean, it's very clearly, no, he doesn't say
it's Offset.
Cardi.
It's
He doesn't say Cardi,
it's
but they're very clear references.
no doubt.
On the way to the money, no stopping. How the be Jordan for robbing? You a fool if you think that I'm hurt. You ain't happy, I know I at work. How you married this thing giving birth? Get some help, but you going berserk.
Going berserk.
Are you married? And so also, they used to point out the fact that they are technically
You know this is shade
still
on.
married.
Do you know this is shade on? I know this is a little diversion, but I think what bugs me too is he's really throwing shade at Dennis Rodman, who was a good player.
Yeah, of course, Reverend's a Hall of Fame player.
I know,
but
but
he's not Michael Jordan, and Dennis Rodman will tell you he's not Michael
I
Jordan.
know, but it's just like, why drag him into this?
You got to make a metaphor.
It just bothered me. But Offset's not over this, and it's bothering him that Cardi is A, with Stephon, and B, is having a kid with him.
And he clearly knows that this will sell records. He knows that this moment right now that we're talking about it would put him on the charts at least
there's
for a
the
week.
question. Is he really bothered, or does he just realize it's good for business?
This is like knowing whether it's AI or real.
Well, being connected to Cardi B is good for his business.
Now, if she goes after him again, it still helps him.
Yeah, it does, because he's the bigger
He's fine
artist.
with that.
So he almost wants it.
Remember when we got him out, he was basically promoting Cardi's album, saying, "Oh, it's going to be great," and he was saying, "I can't wait to hear her album. And people are going to love it." So he knows that them going back and forth is good.
And she's dropping another album before she goes on tour again. So,
But another album. What, she didn't do one for like 8 years.
Well,
Now she's going to do 2
But,
albums on her own.
but you're right that he was, giving props to Cardi for the album. But here, he's saying she's going berserk. So he's trying to incite her.
yeah,
He's trying to incite her.
He definitely
This
wants.
is not the two of them saying, "Oh, listen to each other's albums."
Yeah. She's about to give birth too, so knowing that this is in the atmosphere while she's dealing with another, he's pushing her button.
That's right. By the way, she should like any day now.
She should be due soon. But I think he wants Cardi to go after him.
Well,
He wants Cardi to go
it
after
makes
him.
him a trending topic.
As they say, he wants all the smoke. That's it then.
Yeah, Offset it looks desperate, and Cardi B, good for her that she's no longer with him, for sure.
Well, she's no longer with him right now.
Yeah,
And y'all just promoting. Did y'all see what y'all see out of that?
Kim Kardashian.
Now ask me something. What is that? Cardi B is making herself look like a whore right now. And honestly, because she's married to Offset, she's pregnant by Offset, but she's with another man. Do that make her look like a good woman? Do that make her look like a godly? That ain't nothing. Now, what Offset is talking about is just some baby daddy real shit. She left Jordan for Rodman. That man knew money. He just went into the NFL. He ain't nobody special. His career, his money ain't as long as his. Like, and we got children together, and you got one of my children in your stomach, and you laying up with another man talking about, I hope you're not having sex with this man with my baby in your stomach. Y'all really want to die, huh? Y'all really want to die. And you married, legally married, but you with another man in public, telling everybody this my new man. This not new. That ain't nothing but some hoe shit. And all the women that say Cardi B is living her best life, is doing good for doing that, is a hoe they damn self. And if you don't believe me, what you accept? Like, that's a man and his child, and the woman he's having a child with, but she's laying in a bed with another nigga, putting dick all on top of his child head, yaka, 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 every night, just because he an NFL player. He don't want her like that. And I wouldn't want no woman that was pregnant by another man. You a damn fool, nigga. You sucker for love ass nigga. All these women with no children you can have out here, and you out here dealing with her, and she got herpes. Oh my God, I heard she had herpes. I heard all those celebrities got herpes. That's that secret part. If you want to be a celebrity, you gotta get herpes. I heard that that's like the number one thing that celebrity singers, the rappers and shit passing out herpes. They passing that shit out like hell. That's what I heard, and I believed it. So they say in America, we got the right to speak what we believe, and I believe that all these famous rappers and singers and musicians, and they got herpes. If they ain't gay, they got herpes. How you doing? Push that like button. Do you agree? I guess I'm exposing the industry right now. But ain't nobody talking about that. They say Usher got it. They say Puff Daddy got it. We letting all these motherfuckers be television celebrities, but they got herpes. They herpes. They say Cardi B got it. They say all these celebrities got it. I know y'all heard it. They say Sexy Red got it. They got all these celebrities got this nasty ass herpes, and they just passing it around. They say Rihanna got it. They say Jay-Z got it. They say Puff Daddy had it. R. Kelly got it. Like, but don't nobody want to talk about this. This is something that you don't hear nobody talking about. The herpes and celebrityism. Like, what you gotta be, you gotta get these herpes in order to be a celebrity. So you can be just like the rest of us. Like, that's some sick shit. You know what I mean? And I know this for a fact because I'm a stand-up comedian. I've been in the realms of superstar entertainers, and a lot of them, if they not gay, they got herpes. They got AIDS. You gotta come on in the room and get it too if you want to be famous. Like, and once they got you on your health, then they got full control over you. Cause we got to give you these meds. The public can't find out about it. If you do, your career destroyed. But the public know in some kind of way. They keep blowing up. What kind of shit is this? But ain't nobody talking about it. But they want their kids to be around these people and be famous. Yeah. How y'all doing? Push my like button.
Has the attention of the federal government, NASA, as a matter of fact. Oh God! All because of. Oh my God! They're responding to her. Yes. The world is falling apart. And you are so right, because this is just a comment she made on an episode of Kardashians, which I know it's a reality show, but it's basically it's ridiculous. It's like they had a conversation with someone. All right, Kim, you just go off about this this conspiracy theory about the lunar landing. And then people will talk about it. And that's fine. It's one thing when we talk about it. Now the head of NASA's talking about it and talking to Kim and saying, hey, Kim, counterpoint. Yeah, it is crazy. Which is kind of a problem. But yes. Worrying about the air traffic controllers, because he works on that too. He's the Department of Transportation. Who is now also the acting administrator of NASA, responded, said, yes, Kim, we've been to the moon before 6 times. And even better, NASA Artemis is going back under the leadership of POTUS. Of course, that would be a reference to Trump.
You're wondering why they're talking to each other, though. He's a reality star.
They're reality stars.
He was on Real World Boston. Yeah. He also was a lumberjack on ESPN's The Great Outdoor Games. This is a guy who is in this world, okay?
How is this happening?
It's incredible. We're living in glorious times.
How actually did bring you a lunar landing, several of them. Now this is what they're talking about.
So this is a reality beef. He wants the smoke from Kim Kardashian. He's now in the conversation with the biggest reality star of all time, our very own Kim K.
It's absolutely true.
And I want to see the answer. Maybe we'll finally know if we landed on the moon. This is a chance. This is an opportunity.
I know you can do more. Than one thing at the same time. But the federal government should not be.
We just interviewed an air traffic controller who is a DoorDash driver. Yes. Deal with that.
Yeah. Well, that's Congress.
And at some point,
no, that's not on Sean.
Oh, I know, but there are shortages. He's the Department of Transportation head. And at some point, transportation is going to get scary without air traffic controllers who can stay away.
I'm sorry for bringing it down, but okay. It's like
God, Kim K can capture the attention.
To be fair to
I
Kim,
want to see.
she didn't do it thinking that the federal government
I
was
want to
actually
see.
gonna.
I want Kim K to do something on tariffs and see if Xi Jinping and Donald Trump respond to her.
Yes.
I want to see if she can talk about tariffs.
What can she do? She freed Alice Johnson in the first administration. Now she's talking to Sean Duffy.
I want to see if she can weigh in on tariffs.
Bria Stewart from Los Angeles here. Sarah Paulson's face on the Kardashians said it all. Kim, TikTok and your brother Rob are not reliable sources. And I question how much you really know about the topic if you can't even name Neil Armstrong. That being said, I'm hoping...
Well, that's true.
That's true.
That's true.
There's
The
one
other
more,
guy.
and then
The other guy.
Credibility shot. Coming up. All right, we are going to do something really big here. We are going to solve what I consider one of the greatest modern mysteries, the viral trend called 6'7". I've asked a lot of young people. I've asked young people in this office. I get a different answer every time.
They're all in the Illuminati, and they will not tell us.
Be right back.
TMZ's got every freaking thing. Big celebs, big stories, big events.
Phoebe Rexha was looking hot on vacation.
Look at the water, too.
Did you just say, look at the water?
I mean, I'll be honest, that is what I was looking at. All right, we are going to do something really big here. We are going to solve what I consider one of the greatest modern mysteries.
The Kennedy assassination.
Maybe even more than that. I think you could come up with a reasonable answer for the Kennedy assassination. But the viral trend called 6'7", which you have definitely heard kids around you talking about.
I ain't never heard it in my life.
It's like a code. I don't know if you guys have.
What does 6'7" mean? What do 6'7" mean?
The Illuminati, and they will not tell us.
I think they're like laughing at us when we ask.
No, I think they're in the Illuminati.
We're going to have an expert, someone, and we'll explain why he's an expert in just a moment. But just so you know, just to give you an idea of how viral this has become, check out a group of kids who have at an In-N-Out, and they're waiting for an order, and they know there's a particular order that's about to come up. Watch what happens.
What is that? Why is everyone cheering around just waiting for the 67th order? Like, I don't...
It's hysterical. Okay, so there's someone who is right in the middle of all this, and he's going to break this down for us. Easton Whitehead is an English teacher and football coach in Mississippi, and he is joining us right now. Easton, welcome to TMZ Live.
Well, it's great to be here. I can't wait to explain this one to you. I'm not in the Illuminati, but I think I might have an answer for you guys.
Spill it.
So, obviously, being a high school teacher and being this young, I have a great balance between hearing what my kids say and being on social media. So, a lot of my older teacher friends ask me all the time, what does this mean? What does this mean? And nothing has been asking me more than 6'7". It is the biggest thing that these kids are obsessed with. It all started with this song by this rapper named Skrilla. The song is called Doot Doot. Don't ask me what the title means. I couldn't give you a good answer on that one. But in that song, he says the numbers 6'7", and then there's a beat drop. Well, it started getting some popularity on TikTok. It started being used for some edits and highlights of these basketball players. And so every time a basketball player would be put on a camera, they'd look at the camera and they'd say the number 6'7", hoping there would be an edit made of them. And then it really blew up when NBA basketball player LaMelo Ball was asked about how tall he was, and he said, I'm about 6'7". And then the edit started blowing up of him, and everybody started wanting an edit of them made. And so now anytime there's a camera on a kid below the age of 18 or even older, they will say the word 6'7", just trying to get an edit made. And now it is an automatic response these kids have. When they hear the number 6'7".
So our camera guy in our live stream, Jackson, is 21, and he was co-signing on every single thing you just said.
As you were saying, he's like, yep, that's it, that's it, that's it. So here's my question. Easton, thank you. Jackson, you've known this all along. We've asked you.
You wouldn't listen.
You never said that.
You would not
You never said that. By the way, Easton, you should know, for Halloween today, we had two employees, Jackson being one of them, who, and Luke is here also. Their costume, they came as 6'7".
So
It's taken over, I'm telling you guys.
okay, but what you're really saying is it means nothing, and that's why they're not telling you what it means.
Absolutely, because they don't have an answer. It means absolutely nothing.
Right.
It's just a reference to a song. And now these kids have an automatic response. When they hear the number 6, 7, it is an automatic response to this.
Now,
I'm telling you guys.
I love this. Nothing is the answer we've been looking for. And they wouldn't say nothing because they want to make it look like they're holding something that we don't know that they do.
So Easton, I'm really curious. I want you to ask your students on Monday whether or not 6, 7 is finally dead, because older people, I don't know if maybe they probably didn't because they weren't watching, but Savannah Guthrie was on the Today Show, and she came as 6, 7.
On CNN, 2 anchors did that today.
Oh, and CNN, they did it also?
Today. I think jumped the shark.
Officially jumped the shark.
Well, I mean, once the older generation gets older, but us kids are just like that. It's not cringy. It's gross. So
we'll
take our
work
hands
is
off
done
it.
here, huh? I think, Easton, you have no idea how happy I am that you came on today.
I am going to be sharing this all weekend with all of my old friends.
I'm so happy. Thank you, Easton.
No problem. Thank you guys.
Happy Halloween.
Same to you guys.
We said it was going to happen yesterday, and it has happened. Halloween comes, and somebody decides, I am going to push the limits.
Julia Fox decides that she will be Jackie Kennedy on November 22nd, 1963. I believe it crosses the line.
Be right back.
Own a vacation rental? If it's not listed on Booking.com, it's invisible to millions of travelers on our platform who can't book what they can't see. Your king-size bed? Invisible. Your pool? Invisible. And your hot tub? That new experience lounge? And your hammock. Don't let your vacation rental be invisible. Listed on Booking.com. Get seen, get booked. On Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
Expect folks to work their butts off in this heat? That's just asinine. So bring in the ultimate assist. For massive impact and fantastic flow. Big ass fans. No sweat, all the chill.
New street corn and queso crunch double chicken burrito bowls.
Let's get loco. El Pollo Loco.
Oh, wait. If you were detained at any San Bernardino juvenile detention facility, such as High Desert or Gilbert Street,
This is the money glitch that's getting former detainees properly compensated. San Bernardino juvenile detention staff allegedly failed to properly protect youth from abuse, putting your safety at risk. And now a landmark lawsuit is forcing them to pay victims of sexual abuse and mistreatment. This isn't just talk. Under California law, over 600 former detainees have already filed lawsuits against state agencies. ABC News, Fox, CBS, and Associated Press are covering this because it's following the exact same pattern as the Catholic Church and Boy Scouts cases, where victims received up to $2.7 million each by first filling out a simple qualification form. Here's what most former detainees don't realize. If you've experienced any abuse during your detention, sexual assault, physical harm, threats, coercion, or worse, you may qualify for substantial compensation, but only if you act before attorneys submit the final class action lawsuit.
I almost let them push that whole damn commercial down my throat.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. We said it was going to happen yesterday, and it has happened. Halloween comes, and somebody decides, I am going to push the limits with this costume. Actually, we have a couple of nominees. Actually, there's a couple of nominees, but there's a winner / loser. Yeah. Let's take King Combs, Diddy's son, King Combs. Decided he was going to follow in Dad's footsteps on Halloween, talking about his Halloween footsteps, because he was out and about dressed as the Joker. Now, a different Joker from what Diddy did about 3 years ago, where he was really menacing as the Heath Ledger type of Heath Ledger Joker. But interesting that he would decide to do that.
I don't think that's a big deal. It's his dad. He knows, though, that people are going to think that. Of course he knows, but it's his dad, and he supported his dad. Even if anyone was outraged about it, the bigger thing is Julia Fox. Julia Fox decides that she will be Jackie Kennedy on November 22nd, 1963, wearing that pink dress with the pink pillbox hat, splattered in blood after her husband, John F. Kennedy, was assassinated.
Yeah.
That has raised eyebrows, and I believe it crosses the line.
She could have done that outfit without the blood splatter, right? And I think people would still recognize her as being dressed as Jackie Kennedy.
Of course they would. That's an iconic
So,
look.
we just talked about this yesterday, right? That you can't say it's too soon, right? You can't say too soon.
For those of you who don't know, there is a very famous image of Jackie Kennedy on Air Force One when they were flying the casket back from Dallas to Washington, where she is splattered with blood. She did not want to take it off. She wanted to show the American people what had happened, and then she gets off the plane, and you see her again in it. So it's a very famous image that's seared into the memories of anybody who was alive then and people thereafter.
So people like yourself will certainly be more offended by it. But do you think that maybe people Julia's age and younger, it's not gonna. Can I tell you? I'm
gonna be really honest with you, and I'm just gonna say it. She's kind of an attention whore, and she just that's what it is. She just wants attention, and it's like, I will do something that will offend enough people that I'm going to get a lot of attention, and I think that's what's behind it.
Maybe, but
I agree with you there, but she does have an explanation, so she's clearly getting slammed for this online from old people who are clutching their pearls like
I'm
you
not
are.
clutching pearls. You're a little
So she gave a reason. She said, I'm dressed as Jackie Kennedy in the pink suit, not as a costume, but as a statement. Her decision to not change the clothes even after being encouraged to was an act of extraordinary bravery. So she's doing this as like an homage.
Listen to this part. She says, Jackie, when she stayed in it, she refers to it as, it was performance, protest, and mourning all at once.
I said that.
A woman weaponizing image and grace to expose brutality.
So Jackie chose to do that at the time, right?
So she's doing it.
This is Halloween.
Julia is saying she's doing it as an homage.
But exactly, Harvey, it's Halloween. You get offended by like zombie Abraham Lincoln?
I'm not that offended. I'm just saying I feel like, great. So she explains it, and now, she knew this was coming, so she thought that
You think she had this already?
Of course she did. Of course she did. And by the way,
I will say though, if it is just spin, that's pretty good.
It's good spin. I won't deny it. And it's actually, what she said is true.
Right. Well, that's what you said in the beginning of this whole thing.
What she said is true. Now, we said we would show you
your costume because I told you I was a little afraid. Turns out he was more afraid of it because it was uncomfortable. It did not work out. When you walked in, I actually thought you were like a rhubarb, and that this was a throwback to radishes.
I thought it was a bush.
But he's a tree, and not just any tree. You see what he's wearing there? See the jersey?
See the jersey?
Kansas City?
Yeah, I get the joke. It didn't go well
Taylor
for you.
Swift.
Wood. I was mourning wood. You were. Well, because we shoot the show today. Well, that's too far, man. Well, it was. It was bad already.
God.
Diamond and Dallas. Now listen, we all love us a good celebrity costume. But I'm surprised that anybody is dressing up this year, considering that ever since Donald Duck has waddled into the White House, that this seems like we are living on a nightmare on Elm Street. Every day that we wake up to news, even Julia Fox's foolishness, it feels like we are living in a haunted house.
Okay. I did see someone this morning who had a costume on. They were a dumpster fire, and I thought, I wish I thought
that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. That would have been more comfortable.
Sydney Sweeney really made an impression with the outfit she wore to Variety's Women of Power event on Wednesday night.
It certainly was an impression.
Because of that very shimmery and see-through gown.
And people in our office were just stunned by it. It was amazing.
But most of them happily stunned.
Totally stunned. Happily.
Megyn Kelly, not happily stunned. Definitely stunned, but kind of acted like a school marm. yelling at a student for what they'd worn into the library.
Really?
This is what Megan said about Sydney's outfit. I don't know. This is her life lesson for Sydney.
I disapprove of the dress she wore because it's completely see-through. You can see her entire, like, nipples. She reminded me of Kim Kardashian, you know, who overshares and then takes away, like, the thing that is the sexiest, which is, like, every guy's hoping to be the one who actually sees them for real. For my daughter, you know, I want her to look at amazing women like that and say, I can be totally sexy when that time comes in my life with an appropriate outfit on. Like, I don't actually have to show areola in order to get male attention or feel gorgeous or sexy.
Help me out on this one, because I remember in the 60s and the 70s and 80s when the big thing was going braless, where you could see, and it was a.
You really think that Megyn Kelly would espouse that?
It was a fashion statement. Look, I mean, it may not be for everybody, but here's what I know. And I get her point about her daughter and all that. I get it, and it is kind of an interesting point about you want to be the person who's the seductress and not necessarily show it all. But what I was told was her speech was pretty amazing. That she gave at the variety at this event.
People actually heard it.
Harvey, no one was listening to the speech.
Were they transfixed by her speech?
My point is that you can be that revealing and sexy and everything else as a dimension to something even bigger, which is your whole personality. And I think it's part of it. I mean, I think it's part of it.
Well, I mean, look.
She wasn't a bimbo there. She was
The speech. So basically, you would say that
smart and sexy.
yeah, she wasn't a bimbo. She was,
the outfit got him into the church, but then they had to listen to her sermon.
Or if he got it, wanted. How's that?
Well, the internet is totally divided. I would say a majority of men are like all for this. But online, the women, they're kind of divided about it because you have kind of like an older generation saying like, you got to leave something to the imagination. Don't fear it all.
We've all seen Euphoria. There's nothing to be left for the imagination.
But you have
That's
to
a
go
solid
and seek
point.
that out.
Maybe Kelly hasn't seen it.
That's a solid point.
So look, a lot of people saw the photos on the internet, maybe against their own will. Euphoria, you have to go and seek it out to see her boobs.
Okay, that's fair. By the way, the older women, as you put it, Sharon Stone, this was her reaction.
What did Sharon Stone
actually?
Sharon must have loved it. Sharon loved it.
Sharon said, it's okay to use what Mama gave you. It's really fine. It's hard to be hot, and I think we all know that. It's really okay to use every bit of hotness you have.
Good on Sharon Stone.
Exactly.
I mean, there are people, when people are super sexy, they can do things that people who are not super sexy can't do. And so you push it as far as you can push
Well,
it.
the not sex people can do it too, just people aren't gonna pick one.
And right, but you can't say, oh my God, that's inappropriate. A little jealousy.
Okay, Harvey, next outfit you wear, let's have a little mesh pants for you. See how that goes.
If you knew what
he just said about only 6 people can do it.
Hi, I'm Ava, and I'm tuning in from LA. Sydney Sweeney, she's just like one of those figures, I think, who just thinks that all press is good press. And I think this dress is just like proof that she likes to be polarizing. She seems to thrive off of it. And, regardless of the kind of attention she receives, she's like a political figure at this point. She sparks these conversations about, like what it means to have taste, how to manage a public persona. And it keeps her name in our mouths. Like we're having this conversation right now. So I think, Megyn Kelly calling her out is seemingly exactly what she wants.
Yeah, she's a brilliant, she is, no matter what you think, she is a brilliant marketer.
All those things you just said add up to brilliant marketing.
And I will say, Megyn Kelly, I think wisely made the point that it's Kim Kardashian-esque. Kim, too, is a brilliant marketer.
Coming up. Well, John Cena has a big match, huge match coming up. His final WWE match. And there's someone who could be joining him in the ring. If you haven't heard, they've moved this event to Washington, D.C.
President Trump has a long history with the WWE.
He does, but there's no... Come on.
Be right back.
Well, John Cena has a big match, huge match coming up. His final WWE match. And there's someone who could be joining him in the ring. If you haven't heard, they've moved this event to Washington, D.C.
From Boston. It was supposed to be there. For some reason, going to Washington. So wait a minute. President Trump has a long history with the WWE.
He does, but there's no... Come on.
But wait,
he is a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He's a 79-year-old man. Who's
Linda
by the way, has
McMahon.
another job.
Linda McMahon is in his administration and his cabinet.
He is the sitting president. Sitting presidents don't.
And you know who the sitting president is going to sit on? John Cena. Okay. He is going to sit on John Cena for the 1, 2, 3 count.
I think this is a crazy
End of his
theory.
career.
However, Tyrus was on the latest episode of Inside the Ring. That's our wrestling podcast that we have here at TMZ. This is what he had to say about President Trump maybe interacting with John Cena in his final match.
He might even be in the finish.
You think? You think he would?
He might hit a binding resolution in the middle of that match. But, you know, I definitely think that if the president says he's going to be there, he's going to be there. Because he's a fan. He loves it.
Yeah, my co-host thinks that it'd actually be a bad idea for him to be there. It'd be a bad look for him, but I think that it'd be a great
bad look for who?
Honestly, I can't give you a reason.
You take all the whiny baby, I hate all that crap. Many years from now, when we're all old and gray, and all this media is over, there's going to be a grandchild and be like, "Hey, Daddy, did you talk with the president?" I said, "I didn't talk with him. I broke bread with him." You know, and there's going to be someone who says, "I remember where I was when John Cena and the president of the United States was there."
He's doing it. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Look, I don't think John Cena's going to...
friends.
Yeah, he is. And he is a full-fledged supporter of Trump, so he likes Trump. John Cena's not going to lose that match, but I do think that...
Oh, you don't think he's going to lose?
I don't think so. No, I don't think he's going out on a loss. I don't think so. But I would not be at all shocked if Donald Trump was somehow a part of the match. He doesn't need to pin John Cena. He doesn't need to get pinned. He can help John Cena in some way.
They can script it in any way that
Anything they want to do.
I can see it.
It's like you said, it's in D.C.
Right.
It's in his backyard.
We're not talking about him stepping in the ring and like jumping off the
No,
top
I
rope.
don't think he's going to like...
Saying that he'll have some involvement.
Right.
Or grab a leg. He's doing
something. Right.
Justin Beldoni's loss in his battle with Blake Lively is now signed, sealed, and delivered by the judge.
Say that.
Because, you know, the case was dismissed several months ago, but there was still time for Justin to appeal. Well, that deadline has just passed.
Be right back.
Justin Beldoni's loss in his battle with Blake Lively is now sealed, signed, sealed, and delivered by the judge.
Say that.
Because, you know, the case was dismissed several months ago, but there was still time for Justin to appeal. And in fact,
his lawyer said he was going to do it.
That he would be appealing. Well, that deadline has just passed. So the judge has now made it official. His case is tossed. Now, you could say, all right, that's it. You just walk away. There could be another loss here for Justin because Blake has made it clear to the court that she is considering going after Justin for her legal fees to defend against that lawsuit.
So I have a thought on this, that, yeah, there is a special statute for sexual harassment cases where you could get attorney's fees. Generally, you cannot in defamation cases. This is a special law. But the fact that Blake is saying, I'm considering it, like, why wouldn't you just do it? I mean, they are at war. They are at legal war, to say the least. She is suing him, and that suit is alive. So why wouldn't she say, and I'm going after you? The reason I think is that I don't believe this case is ever going to trial.
Her lawsuit against him is still active.
And I think she has more leverage now to say, I'll drop the attorney's fees if blank and blank happens.
Right.
And I think that's what's going on here, because there is, if they go to trial, this is going to be a public relations disaster for both of them.
Right.
For both of them. And, you know, they could call Taylor Swift to the stand.
there's this whole thing about betraying Taylor Swift. So Blake Lively, there is not a lot in it for her if she goes to court. And the same with him. So I just never saw this case going to trial. I'm frankly surprised and shocked.
This far, they sat for depositions.
For depositions. I'm surprised about that. But the idea of them going to a public trial, I just don't see it. And that's why I think she's hedging and saying, well, I'm thinking about it. That to me smells settlement.
Alana Nicole out of Los Angeles. And Harvey, I hope you're right. I am Team Blake, and I do not want to hear or see anything else about this case going into 2026. So I hope Blake is kind of hedging her bets to see if perhaps she will not make him pay the lawyer fees, because I just want this to be done. Let it go and move on.
By the way, we say those lawyer fees are probably a couple $1 million.
A lot of money. Oh, I think so. I think you're absolutely right.
Coming up.
Heidi Clum decided to take the elevator up to the top of the Empire State Building. I am shocked how windy it is in New York.
It was a stormy day.
Be right back.
Heidi Clum decided to take the elevator up to the top of the Empire State Building. I am shocked.
It's fun.
It's always fun. I am shocked how windy it is in New York.
It was a stormy day yesterday in New York.
Wait till you see this. She walks out onto the observation deck with an umbrella. I mean, just watch what she did.
That was the first mistake.
Why did she have an umbrella?
I mean, it was raining also yesterday.
What good did the umbrella do?
Well, yeah.
I mean, why did she do that?
I don't know why she was going out there in the rain.
But here's the weirdest thing. The weirdest thing about this is, what do we think of when you talk about Heidi Klum on October 31st?
Right. I don't know why she. I mean, this was on Thursday, but why would?
I mean, we should be looking at Heidi.
We look at Heidi in costume.
Yes, I don't get it.
Maybe she's having her big party tonight. Probably.
It's confounding. Okay, have a great weekend. Have a great Halloween, and we'll see you Monday.
Oh my God.
Luck is just when preparation meets opportunity.
Push that like button. They don't like you, Snag. I mean, shit. Okay. Oh my God. It's cold. Oh, it smells good in here. It smells like ground beef and bell peppers. Oh my God. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Sometimes in life, you just find yourself by yourself, bored as hell. Am I the only one? LOL. Who's doing that with me? Push that like button. Oh, God. Another day, another dollar. And I'm bored as hell. All right. I'm going to let y'all go. I want y'all to have a good night. God bless y'all. Amen.